We've been saying fuck the police for a long time. And it ain't gonna stop today. I'ma say it for the people, for the family down there in Alabama. The family of this dude that's being convicted of a murder that he didn't commit. Fuck the police down in Alabama. In this fucking town that I can't pronounce. Wettumpka. Fuck that town. Fuck them police in that town. Because they up to some dirty shit, some foul shit going on. Before I get into this story, I'ma need y'all hit them likes for me. I'ma need y'all hit them subscribes. Hit that notification. Hit the notification bell as well so you be notified for these vibes. It's your man boy. It take 4 wings and fries back in the building with an immaculate feeling. This is No Condoms Media. Yeah, man. A dude named Lakeith Smith. Him and his friends, they did a robbery. Well, not a robbery. They burglarized a home when he was 16. He now 24. And now they trying to charge this young man with the death of his friend that they killed. They killed him in the process of them surprising him during this burglary. And one of the friends got killed. And now they trying to charge the dude, Lakeith, who didn't take a plea deal like his other 3 friends. He took his case to trial, and they trying to just straight up end his whole shit. You feel me? They giving that man football numbers. It's just ridiculous. It's unjust. You feel me? I feel like, yes, they should have been arrested for the burglary because that's the act that they actually committed, was the burglary. Not a murder that y'all popped this kid for. You feel me? He shouldn't go to jail for that. Y'all popped the kid. I feel like even if you want to say the murder was justified, you was breaking in people's shit. This is what could happen if you break into somebody's shit. You could lose your life, and y'all popped him. You didn't know if he was a danger, if he was a threat, if he had a weapon on him. Okay, and you popped him. Cool. That's clear. But why are you now trying to place that murder on the guy who didn't take a plea deal? Now you're trying to make him eat the charge of a murder that y'all committed. So that's why I'm saying fuck them police down in Alabama. Let me read a little bit what this says. Lakeith Smith was 15 when the police officer shot and killed his friend when the teens were caught burglarizing homes in Alabama. Hold up. Y'all didn't catch them burglarizing homes. You caught him burglarizing a home. So you don't necessarily know if they're responsible for all of these other burglaries. You're already trying to use your words in a fucked up way, like they just been out here just breaking in everybody's shit so you can try to feel justified in the wrong shit that you did. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. But it is Smith who will spend decades in prison for his friend's death. A judge on Tuesday sentenced Smith, now he's 24, he sentenced him to 30 years, a reduction from more than 50 years he originally received. But a blow to his family and advocates who urged he should not spend decades in prison for a killing he did not commit. Exactly. But when you white and you racist, you some pig redneck motherfuckers down there in Alabama, and you got young black men down here, and you see they broke into a home, you look at them as a threat to society, and you're already racist anyway, yeah, you're going to try to flex your muscle and abuse your power like the white supremacist racist motherfucker you are, you feel me? And then trying to put a murder on him that he didn't even commit. You motherfuckers have no compassion in your heart. Racism is still very much alive. They try to get this man 30 fucking years. I don't know all the laws like that, but I'm pretty sure breaking and entering somebody's house, you ain't getting 30 years for just a simple burglary, breaking into somebody's house, taking DVD players and VCRs and shit and stereos. You feel me? This is just not right. This is not right. Um, and I really hope dude get through this situation, and I hope this don't like stand. I hope this is not it. I hope they do fight to get him appeal. Cause like you trying to like they blatantly trying to put that murder on him. He ain't got nothing to do with that, man. He ain't responsible for his friend. Like everybody who came to the burglary is responsible for themselves. You feel me? And he was there. Any one of them could have got killed. You feel me? And the burglary. I don't. It just fucked up. They trying to blame him for it, or they're not even trying to. They did. They didn't give him the time for the body that the police did. I don't even really know what to say on that, man. That's why I'm like I'm so fucked up and stuck. Cause like, what part of that is right? It just these people just can do whatever the fuck they want to us, and we just gotta sit back and deal with it. Some bullshit. The new sentencing hearing was held after a judge ruled Smith's original lawyer failed to present possible mitigating evidence about his home life and mental health. Like, what the fuck that got to do with anything? But Circuit Judge Sibley Reynolds handed down the new sentence after a lengthy court hearing. Sibley gave Smith the same punishment he previously handed down: 30 years for the felony murder charge and 25 years for burglary and theft, but this time allowed the sentence to run concurrently instead of stacked on top one another. Still, he gonna do like fucking 30 years, man, for a murder that he didn't commit and for a simple breaking and entering. 30 fucking years. Who house did they break into? Was it some white people shit that they broke into? Because I'm pretty sure if they broke into somebody's house in their community, another poor black family house, I'm pretty sure the sentencing wouldn't be as lengthy as it is. I think that they broke into some upscale white people house, and now they trying to pass down the example. This is what I feel like is going on. I feel like they broke into a white man's house or white family house, and this is the example of why you shouldn't come into their communities breaking into their shit, because they gonna slap you with all this fucking time, a ridiculous amount of time, an unfair amount of time. This is what this is, especially in Alabama, man. I'm gonna keep on saying that. Alabama, I imagine it to be one of the racist, the most racist, next to Alabama, one of the most racist country fucking states, city, towns, record labels in the motherfucking crew. Yeah. And they did this man wrong. They made the other three boys take plea deals so they can have that stain on their jacket for the rest of their life, and they can't further on and prosper because they got something on their record. You made them take that, and then the man who didn't take the plea deal, he took it to trial, trying to fight it, thinking he could beat it because he's not actually guilty of the murder that y'all did, so he figured he could beat it. He ain't beating shit. He gonna get the worst out of everybody. That's why I know a lot of people back home in Baltimore, a lot of people take the plea deal because they not trying to get the big ass football numbers and shit. So you go ahead and take the charge, even though if you did it or not, you take the charge because you feel like, I'm gonna go ahead and eat the charge because that's less of time. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 5 instead of them trying to give me 25. You feel me? So in our minds, that sound like, okay, cool, but you still eating the charge and now your record fucked up. So yeah, you can go try to fight it if you want to, but if you ain't got no good ass fucking lawyer who ain't cahoots and like you putting a whole lot of bread behind them, which though they can put some bread in the judge pocket or whoever, the grand jury, they can do whatever the fuck they got to do to try to make you win this case. If you ain't got the bread, guess what? You ain't winning, you go to trial. You feel me? So yeah, they making examples out you. What he received today was not justice. It was clearly an over-sentence, defense attorney Leroy Maxwell said after court. He said they will pursue an appeal. Maxwell said the case which has garnered national attention because of Smith's age and the sentence he received, is the poster child for misuse of felony murder laws that allow someone to be charged for a killing during commission of a felony, even if the death was unintentional. See, yeah, they're going to use that law anyway to murder these young black boys and get rid of them, send them up to jail for the rest of their life for a long fucking time. You feel me? And they're going to utilize that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You see how they're using it now. And this man didn't even commit the murder, and they giving his ass the felony murder charge. You feel me? And it's a complete bullshit. The fatal shooting happened on February 23rd, 2015, when Millbrook police officers responded to a call of a burglary in progress. Millbrook police officers shot and killed 16-year-old Adante Washington when officers surprised the teens. Local news outlets reported a grand jury cleared the officer in the shooting. The surviving 4 teens were charged with felony murder. 3 took a plea deal, and Smith went to trial. The Elmore County courtroom, which sits across the highway from a state prison, erupted in angry shouts after the judge handed down the sentence. Attorneys and others said, "He's not a murderer. He doesn't deserve 55 or 30 years," Smith's mother said. After the court, Maxwell argued Lakeith Smith was the least culpable of the teens because he was the youngest and there were no evidence of him firing a gun. They don't care. They ain't got no evidence. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They said the boy did it. They charging him with it. I'm pretty sure the fat ass, white, bald head ass judge, man, fuck it. We sending this nigga to jail. Give him all the time we can give him. They don't give a fuck about no evidence. All he says is a nigga sitting in front of him and they said he did something. Send him to jail. That's all they give a fuck about. The judge heard testimony about Smith's difficult home life as well as a request from Washington's father to let Smith go free. They were just kids. I don't condone them going to somebody's house and whatever. Give them time for that. But the murder of my child, no, Andre Washington said after court. See, the guy, son that the police down there killed, he even feel like Lakeith shouldn't even be charged for his death because he wasn't responsible for the death. Flat out. So why is he getting 30 years for a murder he not even responsible for? It said y'all was cleared of the murder. So just let that go. Charge him with the burglaries because he ain't had shit to do with the murder. But you just say, oh, this motherfucking black nigga, he got the audacity to try to take it to trial and fight back against us. Make an example out of him. And that's what the fuck they try to do. And that is some complete bullshit. I hope they do try to fight, get this man an appeal. Pray he come home. Because this ain't right and he shouldn't be spending the rest of his life in jail for a burglary that they did when they were 16. They didn't kill anybody. The police did. And it's sad and it's fucked up that he got to spend the rest of his life in jail. Hopefully he doesn't. But that's the way it seems that it's going to be. You feel me? Prayers out to that man. Keep your head up. My condolences, well, not condolences because the man ain't passed away, but thoughts and prayers out to the family. It's just a bad situation, man. Free Lakeith, you feel me? Anything that anybody can do to try to help get this man out towards this appeal, whatever. I hope they get that jumping and get that moving in progress. Yeah, man. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video. Snow Connors Media, Ballhead Tay, 4 Wings and Fries. Hit them likes, hit them subscribes. I'll holler at y'all next time. Yeah.